Assalamu alaikum. I am Muzaffar Iqbal. In this lecture, we will discuss about abstract classes in Java. Abstract classes is one of the important feature in object-oriented programming. And without abstraction, we cannot say that your code could be perfect. So the first thing is that what is an abstract class and why we need to define abstract classes while writing code, and how abstract classes are implemented in Java. Well, while writing code, sometimes you will not be able to define the body or detail of some methods while writing a class. For example, if there is a class, you might have all the information about that particular class, but sometimes there could be some functionality which is not clear at that time when the code is being written. So at that time, you might just have an idea that this kind of functionality should be performed, but the exact detail of the functionality is not known at that time when the code is being written. So in this kind of cases, you could be required to write abstract classes. Let me explain in detail the same thing in the next slides. But the basic point is that in abstract classes, you have to write a complete code, but in that particular class, there should be at least one method about which just you know that this kind of functionality, this kind of process should be performed, but you don't know exactly about the detail of the functionality. So if this kind of function or this kind of method is included in a class where detail is unknown at the time of writing the code, then this class can be declared as an abstract class. There could be a number of situations when we need to define abstract classes. Number one, there could be situations when the functionality of a method is not clear at the time of writing the code. So at that time, you can just define the name of the method or even the signature of the method, that this kind of method should be defined over here. But you don't know the body or the detail of the method. So this kind of method can be defined as abstract, and the class where this kind of abstract methods are defined, that class is also defined as abstract. Another aspect could be like this. There could be some situations when inheritance must be required. Everyone knows that in inheritance, a class can inherit all the functionality or the code of another existing class. But inheritance is always optional. Sometimes this could be implemented like this class must have some children. In other words, this class must be inherited. So if you want to enforce this implementation that this class must be inherited, so with abstract classes, this kind of rule can be enforced, that if this class is not inherited, then you cannot define object of this particular class. So what do I mean? That abstract class must be inherited. Without inheritance, there is no use of abstract classes. So if you want to enforce that inheritance must be performed over here, then this kind of thing, this kind of enforcement can be made through abstract classes. So any class having at least one abstract method is called an abstract class. Or in abstract class, there should be at least one abstract method. What is abstract method? Abstract method is a method having the definition like its name, its return type, the parameters and the type of every parameter, but the main thing is that there is no body of the abstract method. In fact, the body of the abstract method is defined by the children of that particular class. Now the question is, what is an abstract method? Abstract method can be defined like this. It could have a public, protected, or default access specifier. It must have an abstract keyword. This could have a return data type like double, float, string, int, void, or any other legal data type. It should have a proper name, and then it could have some parameters along with data type. But the most important thing is that abstract method must have semicolon at the end. This is a method which cannot define its definition, or we cannot define body of this method. The body of this method is defined by the derived classes of this particular class, and this is the method due to which the class becomes abstract. Abstract method cannot be private. So any class having at least one abstract method is called an abstract class. In abstract class, you can define one or more than abstract methods, or even you can define complete methods having complete body, but at least one method must be abstract due to which the class becomes abstract. So this is a simple example that how you can define abstract classes. Suppose we are going to define an employee class. In this class, there could be some instance variables, there could be some complete methods having complete body, complete definition and everything. And in this class, there is a method which is defined abstract. We couldn't define body of this particular method, and due to this abstract method, the class becomes abstract. When the class becomes abstract, it means that you cannot define object of this class. Now, you need to inherit this class in some other class where you have to define body of this particular abstract method. When the body of this method is defined over there, then you can define object of that class. So an abstract class could have one or more than one abstract methods, and it can have fully defined methods as well. An abstract class must be derived, and in the derived class, you need to define the body of the abstract methods defined in the parent class. If a child cannot define the body of the abstract method, then the class becomes abstract itself. If there is no abstract method in a class, then it means that is a concrete class, that is a complete class, and you can define object of these classes. So I think the basic concept is clear. In abstract class, there must be at least one abstract method due to which the class becomes abstract, and you need to inherit this class in some other classes where these abstract methods are defined. I will explain all these concepts in code example in the next video.